Hey Virgo, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope you guys are having a good start to your week. Yeah, I'm messing around with my camera, I'm sorry. I usually do that before I get on here. But anyway, this is How's Your Money, How's Your Honey for Virgo for July and August 2019. We do 3 for the money, 3 for the honey, 2 for overall energy, and 3 for guidance from the universe. I'm going to layer this, so we're going to do the John Holland Psychic Oracle deck on the bottom, and then use Chanel Bayless's cards, my regular tarot cards on top, so you can get a fuller reading of what's going on with your finances and romances and whatnot. This is a reminder, I do my cards straight up, I don't do reversals. What's going on with you, Virgo? Y'all got a lot. Ooh, my. Y'all got a lot of shit going on. Hey, you tell that by cutting the cards. That's something else. Let's see. On the bottom of the deck, mental conflict and heartache and loss. I promise you the heartache and loss will make herself known when we get to her. So for your money, we have harmony. We have moving on. We have wisdom. For your honey, we have memories of love, light, and love begins. Oh, wait a minute now. All right, let's see. Let me shuffle these one more time. And see, if I were just to do a reading with these cards, I could do it, but I promise you there's going to be about 20 things that's going to just right off the rip come out of these cards that I'm not going to see from these bigger cards. So that's why I like doing this. So from the bottom of the deck, on top of the mental conflict card, damn it, the Princess of Swords, mental conflict, air energy, hello, heartache and loss, the player card, there it is. Pow. On top of the harmony card for your money, making plans. On top of the moving on card, the magician card. On top of wisdom, you got the 9 of coins. For your honey, on top of memories of love, we have the death card. On top of the light, we have the 6 of wands. And on the love begins card, the strength card. Okay, so this is kind of I want to just say it's just kind of self-explanatory sort of. So, and I'm explaining this time as I go through this. People have been asking me, I put a second card. I'm one of these people, let me say what I said in the last video. I used to be you a year ago. I wasn't reading shit. I was on YouTube watching other people read. I knew I had something special. I've been fighting it and dealing with it most of my life. But a series of things happened to me last year, and I ended up reading tarot cards. Who the hell knew? But whenever I would watch, I would always feel like something else needed to be said or could have been said, and not necessarily the reader's fault, but just trying to get down to a different layer. And I know for a variety of reasons people don't do these kinds of premium readings because they feel like they get paid for and some other bullshit. And like I just said, this time last year I was on YouTube just like you are, trying to figure some shit out. And I wanted all the information I could get, and I didn't really feel like I needed to scroll through 500 readers to figure out what was going on. So that is why I read the way that I read. I have a psychic ability, so I can see some things a lot clearer, and depending on the cards that I'm using, that can help with that sight. So, all of that said, overall energy, Virgo, y'all up in your head. Here's this air energy, the Princess of Swords, and she's messy. I'm sorry, she's careless, she runs her mouth, and this is the energy you're in. And it's not really your energy. It's just kind of the shit floating over your head. And if you look, the little bubble, you're around this. For some of you, You may be moving back home, not necessarily in the house with your parents, Virgo, but you may be moving back into situations that are familiar to you, but you haven't been around for a while. And that can cause mental conflict. But as it relates to your money, I don't know where this is coming from. Someone may have been careless with your money. And so you kind of just, this is your overall, and you just kind of trying to process this and deal with it. The King of Wands and the heartache and loss, I'm sure he's going to make himself known when I get down to the honey roll, so I'm not going to trip on that. With your money, Virgo, you are trying to have, it sounds ridiculous, but it is what it is. You're trying to bring some harmony into your financial life. It feels like a lot of you have had a lot of things just kind of scattered in a lot of different places, and things have not been focused the way you like them focused. Virgo, you are an earth sign, so like myself as a Taurus, there's a certain level of organization we like to see, but when you have a lot of other people involved in your life, whether it's a lover, a family member, a sibling, a best friend, whoever, they can kind of shift that focus from you or for you from time to time and take you off your point because you're dealing with other people's issues or maybe combined issues that you have. So it feels like right now you're trying to rein some of that in and bring some harmony back into your financial life. And on top of that, you got the making plans card, which is telling me that's exactly what the hell you're doing. You're talking to people. You're trying to figure out how you can make your money work for you, work better for you. You put it in another bank. You're investing. Can you buy a house? Can you do something to make your money? And this is all the way on the other end of the scale. You might be trying to drive Uber or Lyft, however that's resonating with you, but you're trying to bring some harmony back into your financial life. And that's a good thing. A lot of people don't look at their finances like that. Being Virgos and earth signs is just a real practical way to look at it. You need everything to be kind of working together. And for whatever reason, it hasn't been doing that. With the moving on card and the Magician here, it feels like you're walking away from some situations. And these are big financial situations. Some of you, it may be resonating that you're getting ready to retire. For others of you, you may be getting ready to make a career change. For others of you, it might just be a job change. But at any rate, it's the moveon.org card. And that's the bottom of this. This is talking about the know-how to move on. This is a major card. So depending on what you're trying to do, some of you may be trying to break out and do some solo, sideline gig type stuff, entrepreneurial things. The thing here is knowing that you've got the knowledge. And you actually, Virgo, have enough knowledge to manipulate the situation to get what you need to get out of it. But I don't think you're aware of that. Understand, if you're trying to move on from one thing to the other, a lot of times we don't think about it, but in that moment, you've got more access to what's going on the inside of you than any other time, because you're kind of pushing yourself to the limit. You're making a change. A lot of you feels like you're making a change simply because you're tired of the bullshit that you're dealing with, and that's a big step, especially if you're walking away from financial security on some level, knowing you're going to have a check every 2 weeks or every week, and now you're kind of moving off into a situation where you may or you may not. I get that feeling, but just know you got the Magician card there. You can work that magic, work that hoodoo, and do what you need to do to keep your finances in harmony. I'm just saying, with the 9 of coins being on top of the wisdom card, you know how to do this, Virgo. Y'all know how to do this. You know how to create that higher standard. You know how to nurture your goals to get you where you need to be so you can achieve those goals that you have. You know how to do this. You've got the wisdom. You've got the wisdom. And it's just like the magician card before it. You can work that magic. And that's all good. There's nothing wrong with any of that. With your honey roll, it's a different kind of thing. It's not all good. Well, yeah, the first part of this is not good. A lot of you are coming out of seriously bad relationships. And that death card is standing just for what it stands for. We're killing it. The done relationship. Over. Zero fucks given, goodbye. And it's just that cut and dry, and it's just that blunt. It feels just that blunt. And of course, you may be going through the residual shit and having memories of love. What the hell? Remember when you met this person? Remember when you did this? Remember when you did that? But at the end of it, it's about the transformation, Virgo. And the transformation is for you to be able to walk away from the bullshit, the player, and also be able to walk away from the heartache and the loss. Hold on. Once you get in your light, Virgo. Once you get in your light, and you need to get in your light, and I said Taurus because I just said this in another reading 20 minutes ago. They got the strength card. No, they got the sun card. You need to stand in your light, Virgo. You need to stand in your light. You need to find it. Because you're not going to be able to manifest the relationship you want until you kill the shadows. And the only way you can squelch out the shadows is stand in the light and let go of some of the negative shit that you've been through so you can start achieving some higher relationship goals. I'm just saying. And once you do that, once you stand up in your light, look at there. Love begins. But it's about you having the strength to know, even with working, you got the wherewithal to do whatever it is you're trying to do. Stand up in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. For some of you, this honey roll, some of you have come through a difficult situation with a very difficult person. And that may also be where the heartache and loss is. You may be still feeling the sting of that. This person may have been a player, male or female, however that's resonating. And not even on a sexual or emotionally unfaithful. Okay, I said that right. But just unfaithful. It feels like some of you were dealing with somebody that was just unfaithful to the game. Fuck anything else. They were just doing them, and they didn't give a fuck how you felt. And you may be still smarting from that a little bit. It feels like for a lot of you, it was a kind of a thing you may not have been expecting from this person. But if you went back over time, you saw they were up to no good in the first place. But for whatever reason, you weren't paying attention and you thought it was something else, whatever. And it's not a whole lot of, it's not a feeling of cheating. It really is. It really doesn't have a sexual connotation to it. But the person that, was just trying to play you for your money or your time or your kindness, however that's resonating, move on. Move on. Leave all of it alone. Whatever is going on with any ex, leave it alone and look for the new. And the new can also resonate with new in perspective. Maybe a co-worker, maybe somebody you go to temple or mosque with, a church, or the gym, somebody you see regularly but you don't think about them like that. That person or those people. That's what those are the kinds of beginnings that will be good for you, Virgo. Let's see what the universe has for guidance. material changes and power. Yeah, these same cards keep popping up. I don't care how many times I shuffle. Follow your intuition, Virgo. Magician card. Moving on. You see there. Follow your intuition. The magician card from your money row. On top of the moving on. Yeah, follow your intuition. It will get you, especially with your finances, it will get you where you're trying to go. Take it slow, don't rush. And if you're not used to listening to your intuition, start out with small things and work your way up. It won't take you long. Your intuition, when you start relying on it, it will kick in. It will kick in, and it won't be for the person trying to bribe the ice cream man down the street. It will kick in on everything. So just be mindful of that. But if you feel like things, you're not getting a clear sense of what's going on, wait, but still follow your intuition. Financial and material changes. Well, weren't we just talking about that? And for some of you, because I can just kind of go down the road a little bit, the next person that you meet that may be a long-term, see the ring on the finger, type commitment. I'm just saying. So be mindful of that as you're making whatever financial changes you're trying to make. You may want to just have an eye toward the future. So if you think you may need to start saving some money now for any kind of big endeavor coming up in the future, wink, wink. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It won't hurt you. Even if you don't use it, you'll still have it. But definitely coming back as the next thing you get off into romantically is gonna be a game changer. Just be aware of that. But the material changes that you're going through, it feels like you're almost rebuilding certain aspects of your financial life, and that's good. Keep doing what you're doing and follow your intuition as much as you can. Just know, Virgo, you have the power. Came up in the last reading. You have the power to do whatever it is you want to do. As far as your love life, as far as your finances, you're the one in control. Nobody else is living your life but you. So it feels like some of you have just kind of shrugged off whatever because you've had so many problems with relationships and trying to get things to manifest at least a little bit like you wanted to, and things have just gone way left the field. And when things like that happen, you can feel powerless, like you don't have any control over any thing going on in your life. But that is so far from the truth, it's not even funny. It's in those moments that you have the most power. I'm going to just let you think on that, marinate on that. In those moments when you think you ain't got shit and the world is just really taking the shit on your head, it is in those moments that you have the most power. Like I said, think on it. Think on it. That's a good meditation point. Think on it. But you got the power, Virgo. Don't let anyone or anything keep you from doing what it is that you want to do, especially with your relationship, but more particularly with your money. Whatever you think you can do, you can do. Just like that. I'm going to leave your reading there, Virgo. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good work week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.